Good afternoon, air signs, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay, so what I like to do for you guys is to give you more of an end of month romance type reading here. Okay, and this reading is suitable for both you singles as well as you couples. All right, I'm going to use a variety of decks today to give you your message here. And I'm going to start first by using my Romance Angels deck just to get a general feel of the energy surrounding you between now and the end of this month here. Rest assured, air signs, that this reading will not and may not resonate for each and one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the information that you're seeking. Okay? So, as indicated, I'm going to go on and just shuffle up these cards here and just to get a general feel, ladies and gentlemen, of the energy surrounding you. So, Spirit, what messages would you like me to share with air sign during this time period in question? Okay, let's see. What messages? Let me go on and just cut this deck real quick. All right. Let's start off by just looking at the card at the bottom of the deck, ladies and gentlemen. It seems to be suggesting here, ladies and gentlemen, that you might want to consider loving yourself first. Understand that your self respect certainly makes you more romantically attractive here. And what I'm getting here, ladies and gentlemen, I do feel that there is an ardent ex that's constantly trying to reach out to you, and you've been vacillating quite a bit on whether you should kind of move, restore harmony with this person for many of you here. Okay, this card is indicating to you that you need to love yourself first, and this includes any new people that you're dealing with, whom you're dealing, as well as with any, if you're in an existing site situation here. Understand that you have to respect yourself first in order for other people to respect you. Okay, it seems too that I'm getting an indication that you guys, for some of you, you may have recently met someone new, or you're in an existing relationship, or once again, this ex who appears to be returning. It seems like you have a past life type connection with that person, okay? And you're learning important lessons that I'm getting here, and that's why you're feeling this strong pull, even with new people that you're meeting, because it seems that you're exactly where you are meant to be. That's what I'm seeing here with this card. All right. Once again, I like to indicate take to you guys that some of you are presently with your soulmate. Okay. It looks like, or you recently met someone new, and this person as well as your soulmate. I feel that this ex as well is your soulmate too. But understand, ladies and gentlemen, just because someone is your soulmate does not mean you have to be with him or her. All right? Because usually soulmates they tend to be the most brutal type, connections here. They're usually not good relationships. So if you think soulmate relationships are perfect, they aren't, because you have to, usually they're very tough. And once you learn your experience with this person, it's time to move on. But it does seem here, that the cards are kind of showing here that you are in fact with your soulmate. I'm getting here, but it looks like you're going to have to make some decisions, air signs, because there's a lot of people coming towards you, particularly during this time frame in question here. All right, let's pull a few other cards here. All right, I feel too that there seems to be a codependent type issue surrounding your situation as well, either you or the person with whom you're dealing, or it could even be this ex. I'm just seeing a lot of codependent type issues, and just just by seeing this ex, I'm just feeling that this person heavily relies on you. Okay, despite the fact that they may have treated you shitty, but they rely on you. But I do also feel that some of you are either yourself, you're just doing too many drugs, or you're just drinking too heavily, or you're dealing with someone who's doing that here, and that seems to be affecting the flow of your romantic situation, or it will be affecting it. So it seems once again that you guys have to make some type of decisions here. Okay. But I think that in order for you to do that, it's always wise, ladies and gentlemen, that you take some time and let go of control issues. And this is even with new people you're meeting. Don't be such in a haste to see things, how things turn out. Allow destiny to take its course, or in fact, this situation to unfold naturally here. And last but not least, despite whatever challenges that you may have had, ladies and gentlemen, your romantic feelings are certainly worth exploring. They're definitely real. They're real to you. Okay? So let's go on and get started, ladies and gentlemen, and just we'll actually get started with your oracle reading here. And I'm going to go on and shuffle up a few more cards just to see what additional messages here that I can glean regarding your romantic situation. Okay, and we're going to discuss where you are presently. Okay, if actions are taken with the advice given in the present, where is it likely to lead? And then the eventual outcome here. All right. So, Spirit, give me some messages here for air sign, particularly during this time period in question here. All right. So, y'all, let's just start off by just examining. I'm going to select a few cards from the bottom of the deck. Actually, I'm going to only select two here. Okay. So, we have the first card is bearing fruit. Okay. So we see that the number here that's cited on this card, ladies and gentlemen, is 12, right? And so 12 connects with the hangman. And then 1 plus 2, that connects with what? And what we're going to do here, we're going to have this, it connects with both the hangman as well as the empress. Okay, so with the hangman, we have water signs, okay? And empress, we have earth sign. Okay, so I feel that, just looking at this card here, and I'm going to hold it up again to you guys, I just feel that some of you seem to be experiencing difficulty attaining, it looks like attaining a commitment that you seek with someone I'm feeling here. And it might be due to, ladies and gentlemen, this codependency issue. Okay, it might be affecting it here. And your desire to control too. Sometimes people can't stand a person who always want to control things. Okay? And I feel that you might also even feel too a bit upside down in your situation, feeling a bit perturbed, ladies and gentlemen, with someone, or you're just tired of waiting for something to happen. I'm getting, you know? And for some of you, I feel that you might even need to consider other alternatives. Because in any event, ladies and gentlemen, you appear to be stuck here. I'm getting a bit stuck. All right. And then I'm kind of feeling too that a new beginning is in fact ahead for you guys, but it can't come about until you really sit back and, just focus on things and just carefully examine your situation here. All right. Because you have this bearing fruit card, ladies and gentlemen, it's certainly possible. Again, we can connect 1 plus 2 to the empress, right? It's very possible that motherhood or pregnancy is also possible for some of you. It shows good fortune seems to be expected, okay? I see a very powerful, nurturing influence surrounding you, or you could possibly be thinking about an individual who has these qualities, someone in a high position, someone that's very powerful, someone that's very intuitive spiritually, or in your eyes, simply different from those, that you've usually been accustomed to kind of getting in, you know, kind of connecting. All right. So, in layman's term, I feel that this card, it kind of denotes birthing, as I said, or manifesting dreams into reality. And air signs, you have very good manifestation abilities. Okay. So, again, great power surrounds you. It's time that you be a bit more clear about what you want because you just might get it, ladies and gentlemen. Also, be clear about what you want in regards to a relationship. Then you need to make that crucial yet overdue decision that I think that many of you need to make. Okay? Let's look at your next card here. We have a divine matrix. Okay? So we have the number here 44, right? So 4 plus 4, ladies and gentlemen, equals 8. So that correlates to strength in the tarot. And it represents fire signs, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. So what I'm feeling here that whatever problem that has been plaguing you, you certainly have the strength, ladies and gentlemen, to overcome things. Stop masking your true feelings. How can you really expect to start it or even to consider reigniting passion in a relationship or moving forward in a new one when many of you seem to be still hung up on the past here? Okay? So, with that said, it's time to forgive, it's time to apologize, and it's just time to simply release resentments and move on. Whether your relationship with someone from whom you've been estranged has a chance or not. So, what this card is doing here is kind of urging you, ladies and gentlemen, is calling for your trust. Learn from how things unfold here. Know that dreams do come true, ladies and gentlemen, and everything is possible. Okay? Because you're seeing here this divine matrix here. All right? So let's move right along and just examine a little bit more closely on where you are now. Okay? You have such a very good card here. You have awakening, genius, air signs. And then you have the number 29 there. So when you 2 plus 9, that equals 11, right? And then 1 plus 1 equals 2. So if we correlated this to the tarot, it would be justice and the high priestess. We know that justice represents air signs, right? Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, just as you are. And the high priestess represents water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So as a sidebar, ladies and gentlemen, I kind of feel that quite a few of you are about to win. This is just something a little extra I'm kind of seeing here. I see you winning some type of a legal debacle, or you're gonna come into some cash that you've been expecting, and some cash it seems to flow. It's gonna flow to you unexpectedly here. You're gonna have a good ending to this month here. Okay, so one of you, or it seems that one of you appears to be a bit secretive. I'm getting, as I've said throughout many readings, and I'm kind of feeling that it looks like that many of you are somehow at a fork in the road. I'm getting because this card here, it kind of denotes knowledge and new information here. So what I'm kind of getting here is that the cards are kind of telling you to find, there look like there are divergent paths for many of you to take. But you need to find new ways of doing things and to choose wisely, as I've already indicated, okay? So let's see where are things leading, okay? We have, ladies and gentlemen, broken open, all right? And we have the number 28 there. So 2 plus 8 is what? 10. And then 1 plus 0 is 1. So that correlates both to the Wheel of Fortune as well as the Magician, fire and air signs. Okay? And so the indication I'm getting here is that I see, as I've been telling you, it looks like an X is going to resurface and you're going to have to make a decision between the old and new. I feel too that you're going to meet a new love interest. But this card is kind of asking you, ladies and gentlemen, to learn from your pain, your broken heart, okay, that you've experienced. And it's time that you let go of grief. I can't keep, emphasizing that. It's time that you embrace new challenges, new experiences, ladies and gentlemen, just as the magician would, okay? The magician is all about embracing the new, and the Wheel of Fortune is all about hopping on that wheel. okay, and just taking a leap of faith, right? But it's crucial that you make the right decision, right? And then your last card here is we have, wow, birds of a feather. And then we have the number here 25. So 2 plus 5, ladies and gentlemen, equals 7. And 7 correlates to the chariot in tarot. And chariot is a very triumphant card here. It shows progression, okay? But some of you might decide to finally, ladies and gentlemen, let someone go. I feel that there's a separation that might be coming up here. All right. And actually, I pulled this card just fell from the romantic angel card. So there may be some type of separation for some of you as well. Okay. But I feel that whether there is a separation or not, you certainly will have your share of romantic opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Because I still feel that someone feels a very strong connection to you because you give them a sense of being here. It could be with this ex that perhaps is, constantly trying to reach out to you, or it could be an existing person with whom you're dealing. Okay? So, as in what we see here, that birds of a feather, all right? We know what's next. They birds of a feather tend to flock together, right? So you will certainly get through this rather testing period that many of you have been experiencing. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out this bag of letters here, just to give you some indication of perhaps a new romantic interest, or just the people with whom you would be dealing during this time period in question, or people who will be surfacing in your energy field, because of some of you, you have multiple exes. So it may not be all of them, but it's going to be quite a few of them. I'm paying at least either 2 or more, close to 4 for some of you. Okay? So let's see who this person might be. Spirit, guide me to the correct 20 letters to help air signs identify the people around whom, well, the people that's kind of coming into their energy field. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. All right. We have an N, T, G, O, D, U, C, T, R, M. We have an I, T, 8 more letters, Spirit. Okay. We have an R, another T. Wow. And another T. There's an F, an O, and it could spell the person's last name. It could spell the middle name. It could give a nickname, something to help you identify, ladies and gentlemen. We have an S, a Z, and last but not least, we have yet another U. All right, so I'm going to call these back to you just to ensure that you have them. All right, we have 2 U's. There are 2, 5 T's. So T's might be significant for some of you guys, or the person's name may start with a T in some way. Okay, we have an N. We have 2 R's, 2 O's. We have an I, a C, F, G, M, D, Z, as well as an S. Okay? So in conclusion today, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to leave you with a message from my postcards here that is simply meant for you, a message that you might want to consider focusing on during these last days of this month here. So, Spirit, what final message would you like me to share with air signs? Okay. What final message would you like me to share with air signs? Okay, let's go on and select this postcard here. All right, and I'm going to go on and read it as it is written. Dear you, uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When you are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hidden in plain sight. Check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential for your life. Right now, the advice we have for you is this: try something new, do something different. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome would be if you do not take the first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be so glad you did because the treasure will appear. We're so proud of you being brave. You are so loved and so supported. So, air signs, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share, subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. And if you'd like a more personal reading, you can certainly contact me at will.brown@wtconsultinginc.net. That information will be provided in the description box. Okay? Have a nice day. Thanks a lot.